Over the past few years, most of the US has been in a strong seller's market. Historically, low interest rates coupled with rising income resulted in buyers who were ready, able to buy new homes. It was crazy, a crazy time when sellers just needed to put a sign in the yard and didn't have to do nothing much, and their homes got multiple offers. However, the post COVID housing market is quite different. The uncertainty in the economy has slowed the pace, and the rising interest rates has caused buyers to reconsider purchasing. Is that a great thing? Maybe not. And the amount they are willing to pay, and as a result, sellers must go back to the tried and true methods of selling homes, debunking myths, and going at it with a different mindset. And we're going to talk about that right after this. Good evening, everyone. Ranish Jackson here with Residential Matchmakers. Tonight is Ask Me Mondays. It is December 12th. Can you believe that we are already in the second week of December? Or is it the third? Not sure. But nonetheless, we are almost out of the year, and we are talking about selling your properties. Those 5 things that you need to make sure that you're doing to sell your home for the quickly and for a good amount of money, because there's no longer the time where you are going to be having these multiple offer situations just by putting your home, a sign in the yard, or putting your home on the market. Things have shifted, especially with the rise in interest rates and just how the economy is at this time. So, 5 realities for sellers. These are the definite 5 realities for sellers. One, price the house realistically from the beginning. Don't try to price it higher so that you can get exactly what you're looking for. Just price it realistically from the jump. Now, sellers must be careful, right? You have to be careful with this. And the prices of the home has to be realistic to avoid losing the precious early days of a listing when the buyers are most interested. So you want to make sure that you are putting your home on the market at the right price so that you can grab the attention of those buyers that are ready and willing and able to purchase now, because there's a lot of buyers that are not as eager because of the interest rates increase. So the ones that are out looking, they're going to want to make sure that they're going to see a property that matches their goals and their ideals and at the price that is desirable, especially with the high interest rates. So that's one, price the home realistically. Two, make repairs if you can. Buyers have more choices. They might not be a ton more, but because of the lack of buyers right now, because of the interest rate, the ones that are serious, they're going to be a little bit more picky with the house that they're going to be buying. So buyers have more choices. Houses are not flying off the market right now. So they have more choices. They will be more careful about the homes that they're buying. And if it needs a lot of work, you may not get the offers or even get an offer on the property. So you want to make sure that if there is some repairs that needs to be done, that you're going to at least try if if you can afford to make those changes, okay? Consider making concessions. Yes, I said it. Whenever you're putting the house on the market, speak to your agent. If you know that there is a problem with the house, or what, especially right now with the rise in the interest rates and so forth, maybe offer some sort of concession to assist the buyer with buying down or doing something to assist them with attaining the house so that you can now move into your new home and perhaps may get a concession from your seller as well if you're buying resale. Because a lot of the new constructions are offering a lot of concessions right now, so or incentives that you would have as a buyer. So perhaps maybe you do that in kind and try to help out buyers, because buyers are often asking for reasonable concessions. So have in mind what reasonable concessions you're willing to give even before putting it on the market. Sellers should weigh off, what they're willing to give, so that they don't be rejecting too many offers because people are asking for minimal amounts. You don't want to like push people away because they're asking for something. So have something in mind so that you can have a better negotiating at that time. All right. If that property is vacant, stage it. Or even if your home has furniture in it, make sure you stage it. All right. Make sure the home is show ready. And sellers, this is important. When someone is coming into your house, you want to make sure that that house is show ready. You want to make sure that it shows well, that the buyer coming into the property is going to appreciate your home. And you can only do that when you are making sure that the house is staged just right. Again, whether it's your furniture or if it's vacant and you bring in furniture, make sure that it's staged well. Or put some virtual staging in there, but make it look realistic. Don't, or have your agent make it look realistic and the pictures look like your house still, even if it's given an idea of what it could look like with furniture. Okay. And lastly, be prepared to wait. Be prepared to wait. It may not fly off the market like it was in the last year or two. It's not, that may not happen. Okay. The pace has slowed back to its normal market where most homes are selling within 30 to 45 days to after you enter escrow. So you have to be patient. Okay. You have to be patient. Things aren't flying off the market like it did. All right. So finally, sellers should pay attention to their local market. If you are working with an agent, make sure that you and your agent are going over what the market is looking like and determine the right time to list. Balance has, you have to balance what the market is saying. Sellers and buyers must adjust their thinking, because the old concept of getting a ton load of offers may not be there, or on the buyer's end, you may not get um, a ton of money either, because everyone has a situation. So you have to be considerate of both parties when you are in a transaction, because it definitely should be win-win. All right. It should always be a win-win transaction. It shouldn't be any leaning more to any specific side. It should always be a win-win. That's how you get a good, successful transaction. Okay. All right, guys. So that is Ask Me Mondays for today. If you have any questions that you would like us to answer on Ask Me Mondays, which is almost every Monday at 6:30, please feel free to reach out, drop the comment in the comment, or go to our Facebook page at Residential Matchmakers. We're also on Instagram. So please feel free to check us out. Send us a text message or an email at resmatchmakers@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. I want to wish you guys a happy holiday season. We definitely will be back next week. But as the festivities it's happening now, be safe. And I wish you guys a wonderful week. Thank you so much and have a great evening. Bye-bye for now.